And we have a live microphone. Qapla, everyone. Welcome to Star Trek Saturday. But today, we're watching Star Wars. The original Star Wars, 1977, Despecialized edition. So as close to the original Star Wars as we can get. Now, obviously, if you don't have the Despecialized edition and you want to watch, whatever edition you might have, or whatever is on Disney Plus, I'm sure it's fine. There'll only be minor differences, but, hello. We have, I was asked if we would take a break, and I thought it was a good idea to take a break between the Nemesis, which was the last real Star Trek movie. So we'll take a break. We'll watch the 3 original Star Wars movies, and then we'll get back. Excuse me. Then we'll get back to the JJ verse and finish off the 3 JJ Star Trek movies before moving on to yet other movies. So that is the plan. So today, Star Wars. Next week, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then Star Trek 2009. And then it will be March, and we'll figure something else out. So Joseph Patrick was early in the chat, but unfortunately I missed his first couple of things. Actor says Deathbed, Bad the Eats, 1977, and Freddy Got Fingered, 1991. I guess those were movies he was hoping for. Actor, I don't think either of those are going to be on the rotation. Yosef says movies with fingering either on screen or in the title keep his interest up. And patchwork title screen, he likes it. Yes, for the title screen, I put Wars over Trek to save time. Actually, it probably took me 5 times longer to put that patch over it than I could have just rewrote it out completely, but whatever. Continuum Trek says, what's up, Trekkers? Welcome, Continuum Trek. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla and Continuum Trek. I know you do have a stream coming up this afternoon. It's going to be close. I don't know if I'm going to finish quite before you, but for anyone who's interested, you should also check out Continuum Trek's channel. He does good stuff, and he has a stream coming up later this afternoon. Well, this afternoon, my time, whatever time it is to you. Check him out. Mark Andy says, hi, welcome, Mark Andy. Trolita! Trolita's in the house. Says, I do wish Lucas had gone back and cleaned up a few things and left it alone. Well, Trolita, no such luck. Welcome, by the way. Actor says, is that a Gungan leader on the right side of the post-it? No, that's me, you know who I, son of a bitch. Mark Andy says, hey to Trolita. Trolita's side of Mark. Peter Quinn says, hi, Berto Prey and all. Welcome, Peter Quinn. Loud and clear. Thank you so much. May the force be with you, says Richie Poole. Thank you. And with you, Richie. Peter Quinn says, Berto Prey sent you some videos on Discord. Very cool, Peter. I didn't get on Discord today, but I will take a look after the movie at some point. Sir Trictronics is the Corbinite star. Mark Andy says, I have commenced the jiggling. Not Ryan Johnson says, Han shot first. And Peter Quinn says, space magic and fencing. Actor says, hashtag Solo lost money. Oh man, and the latest news is that Rise of Skywalker isn't going to even make as much as Rogue One. At least that's what I'm hearing. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Birdo Prey, Mama Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Sci-Fi Nation. I was up this morning at 5:22 a.m. on a live stream with Sci-Fi Nation. Sci-Fi Nation was doing his first live stream from his computer as opposed to his phone, and I was his first guest. Not only was I Sci-Fi Nation's first ever viewer in any of his videos on his first live stream. I was the first one in the chat, first one to say hello. I was also the first guest he's ever had on a live stream. So we were quite a few hours. It was a couple hours we were chatting away with whoever was up that early. So that was a good time this morning, Sci-Fi Nation. I did nap again. I napped again afterwards. Richie Bools is the 1997 original issue of Star Wars is the best, period. Cool. Trek 95 says hi. Welcome, Trek 95. Qapla. Peter Quinn says, March. How about hares and bunnies, etc.? Well, we'll do an Easter movie, maybe. Mark Andy says, I got to nap. I feel crappy. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Mark Andy. But yes, napping helps. Cinnabon Bunny says, hello. Welcome, Cinnabon Bunny. Vile Mike says, howdy, folks. Can't stay long, as I'm forced to work today, but will drop a like. Thank you, Vile. Reggie Pools, is this showing better not have episode 4, A New Hope, in the title sequence? Yeah, it better not, right? Because the original Star Wars didn't start with episode 4 or A New Hope at the top of the title sequence. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of youngins know that. Joseph says, how many guest appearances on streams did you do today? 1. Maybe more before the day's over, but only 1 so far. Plus my own appearance. So this is my second stream of the day, but it wasn't I was on Sci-Fi stream. Was the first. Vile Mike says, speaking of likes, 14 watching, and I was the 7th like for Star Wars. Come on, folks. Shromore just got the notification. Welcome, Shromore. He says, greetings, Birdo Prey, Mama Prey, and fellow nerds. Peter Gwynn says, some mods for Grand Theft Auto 5 on the video that you'll love, Birdo Prey. Very cool. Thanks, Peter. Richie Bull says, alright, Vile, I hit the like button. Are you happy now? Live with Mouse says, Qapla, Birdo Prey, I can't stay long. I'm taking the boys to get a comic book. Any age-appropriate suggestions? Age 6 and 3. Garfield. I don't know. I never really read comic books. Just the Star Trek Countdown comics, really. But yeah, Live with Matthew had his 50th subscriber celebration earlier today. I just missed it. Actually, I technically made it onto his live stream while he was still technically listed as streaming. I was able to say, no, come back. I got him right at the very end, but I missed it. I'm going to rewatch it. He put out a short 52 or 59 minute short stream today. His live 50th celebration, 50th subscriber celebration. So congratulations to Life with Matthew, and check him out if you haven't already. Doc Jim Brony says, yo, welcome, Doc Jim Brony. Qapla. Joseph says, Sci-Fi Nation, the stream was the longest mic test he'd ever seen. Yeah. Showmore says, in greetings to Sassy, chaser of porgs, eater of Ewoks, stalker of Wookiee, defiler of Jedis, and scourge of the First Order. Aw, Sassy, are you scourge of the First Order? She is very, very sleepy. Which is nothing new. Trek 95 says, greetings, Shromore. Vile Mike's Birdo Prey was also the first real, Birdo Prey was also the first real guest, non of the Vile family, on one of his videos. Very cool, yes, and Vile Mike and the Vile Child put out great videos. Check out Vile Mike's channel. He does Star Trek original series reviews. They're also doing Voltron reviews, because That's what the Vile Child wants to do, and some other stuff. It's always a good watch. Peter Quinn says, by the way, I've got Grand Theft Auto Vice City Vertebrae, but can't get the dialogue box up for the cheats. Oh, it sucks. And Peter Quinn, I don't know if he'll be doing any streams soon, but he is now set up to stream, if he so chooses. Shrelmore says, greetings, Trek 95. Great to see you in the chat. Sci-Fi Nation says, Joseph had to make sure there wasn't any tribbles in the system. Doc Jim Brown says, this is a dope version. You know what? I agree. I watched a few minutes of it just to make sure it was working right, and I forgot how good the original Star Wars was. Peter Quinn says, I know it, and I was born after Star Wars. Well, you're special, Peter. You're special. If you're watching this channel, you're special. I was also born in 1978. Surf Trick John says, Bird, can you do the Kenobi Wizard whistle? I am sure I cannot. Doc Jambroni says, watched this version a few weeks ago with his dad. Very cool. Yosef says, second stream. Where is my notification for the first one? Well, Yosef, what I did was sent out a tweet. I tweeted everybody, letting them know I was live with Sci-Fi Nation this morning. Also, subscribe to Sci-Fi Nation, so you get his notifications. Vile Mike says, very happy, Richie Poole. Addy in Stereo says, first, Addy in Stereo is gone back to doing some chess live streams. He was live streaming a chess game last night, while Anti-Trekker was streaming his game that I won. I won first place. But yeah, check out Addy in Stereo too. My friend Addy. I've known him now 10 years. 10 years. I actually met him in person for the first time just a couple of years ago. But I've known him 10 years. Shrelmore says it's Star Wars. Da 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 da. John Street says A New Hope. 2009. No, we're gonna do 2009 after The Last Jedi. So 4 weeks. 4 weeks from today, right? 1 week will be Empire. 2 weeks will be so 3 weeks from today we'll get to Star Trek 2009, then Into Darkness, and then Beyond, and then we're done with Star Trek movies. There's just no more. Although I was considering maybe one of the fan movies, but I don't know. They can be hard to watch. Trek 95 says Shrelmore, seeing me on will be more rare now. Seeing me on will be more rare now. Oh, poor Trek 95. Why? Yos of the Trek 95, hope you're having fun with all my non-existent videos. Thank you for the subscription. MacGyver says, hey guys, welcome MacGyver. MacGyver was on Sci-Fi Nation stream this morning and subscribed to me this morning. Welcome back, MacGyver. Yosef says welcome, and MacGyver says thanks. Okay, I gotta catch up with the chats. Then we can start. Then we can start the movie. Now, again, when we play the movie, you guys will not be able to hear the audio, and it's just going to be a screenshot every 5 seconds or so. So if you have your own copy of Star Wars, the original Star Wars, do go ahead and queue it up either in your DVD player, your Blu-ray, your online streaming account, whatever you have, your pirated MP4 copy, whatever it is, queue it up. And I am paused. Where am I paused? Well, obviously I'm paused on a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But I'm specifically paused 25 seconds into the movie. So, queue up, get to 25 seconds in the movie, and when I say to hit play, we'll all hit play at the same time. Track95 says, Joseph, someone was being a smartass when I said hello to you in another stream. Keely Chow says, hey, everybody, welcome, Keely. And Keely was born in 1983. That's 2 years after, no, it's 3 years after Sisso Prey was born. Peter Quinn says, I've a training course for 2 weeks, Bird of Prey, so perhaps at the weekend. Oh, okay. Perhaps the weekend. Gotcha. Richie Poole says, I saw the original release 22 times in 1977. Damn it, Richie. 22 times. I guess there just wasn't anything else to do in 1977. Peter Quinn says, Bird of Prey, we were both born in 1978 kids. Born in the 70s, kids in the 80s, the best time for kids. I agree. Track95 Bird of Prey, you did not tweet it to me. Track95, I tweeted it to everybody. You just have to subscribe if you're not subscribed to me. It's at BirdoPrey5 at Twitter. On Twitter, at BirdoPrey5. Joseph says, Track95, really? People are weird. Not Ryan Johnson says, I was listening to Robert Meyer Burnett's live stream. He was going off on the latest Star Trek short track and how much he disliked it. I'm hearing a lot of people, a lot of previous defenders of Star Trek Discovery and previous short tracks seem to have lost it with this last short track, and now they absolutely hate it. In fact, I tweeted my review on Twitter, and STD Sucks Twitter account said that no, it wasn't good, it was terrible, and tweeted a picture of the scene of the doll from Team America World Police vomiting all over the place. And I just asked, I don't know if they answered yet, but I was like, what exactly is that objectionably bad about this? I mean, I would agree that, Q&A and The Trouble with Edward, those were terrible short tracks. But this was far above either of those. I'm not saying it was good, right? I still rated it a 4.8. It's not that I gave it a glowing review. I just said it wasn't nearly as bad as all the others we've had before. And if we call everything terrible that we vomit when we even watch, then we're not being genuine. This was a clear improvement over what we've gotten. It still wasn't good, but it just wasn't. It didn't hurt me to watch this. It was just sad. It hurt when I watched Ask Not. It hurt when I saw the further destruction of Spock. And it hurt me to watch Trouble with Edward, where it was just made so little sense that this would be a Federation ship, that this guy, Edward, that he could have become a member of Starfleet, that they destroyed the Tribble lore, the Tribble canon. That hurt me. That physically hurt me. This was just a boring story that doesn't hurt canon track. It just doesn't really do much. And the more I'm thinking about it, I'll be honest, somebody, I forget who it was, they said in their video that now we see that the synthetics is going to be a major plot line in Picard. And you know what? I'm starting to think they're not going to be. I'm starting to think they're just going to be something that was talked about as to why Picard left Starfleet. And I don't actually think they're going to have a major role. But I could be wrong. Joseph says, the sci-fi stream. I was there too, but I had to leave, but finished a bit later. Yes. Addy in Stereo says, I knew Joe before he was a famous celebrity. Now I have to text his agent if I want to talk to him. You know what? It's true. Addy was the celebrity. When I met him, he had a radio show, an honest to God show on radio. And I was, and YouTube. He had a YouTube show and a radio show, and I had nothing. I just had my web forum. And now the tides have turned. Now I'm the big celebrity Addy, and Addy has his web forum. Although I still have that. Peter Quinn says, you can't stand by me for the kids. You can't beat Stand By Me for the kids to introduce Tahara. Is Stand By Me a comic book? Vio Mike says, I should do this live stream. I said I would do one after I hit 100 subs. Maybe give it a shot tomorrow since no review tomorrow. I'm out, folks. Have a good insert relevant time period here. Yeah, you should, Vile. Take care. I mean, we've seen you enough on DJ streams and sci-fi streams. You know, you could certainly hold together a live stream. John Reed says, what is Birdo Prey pimping other channels? I always try to pimp other channels. Trek Night Vibes says, Joseph, how so? They are, yes, they are, but how so? I'm not sure which one we're talking about. Richie Pools says, see you to Vile. Tubian23 says, Bird of Prey, happy Saturday, Bird. Happy Saturday to you, Tubian. MacGyver hit the hitchhiker button. Thank you so much, MacGyver. Peter Quinn says, is Star Wars on Netflix? No. I believe Star Wars is only on Disney Plus as a streaming service. Legally. Yosef says, Peter Quinn, no, but on Disney and not the Despecialized version. The one you have to get via alternate channels. Josh Street says, Peter Quinn, not anymore. Yeah, no, it's basically not. Oh, and no mouse there yet, says Peter. Oh, Peter, then you might want to check on Netflix. I don't know. Maybe it's still available on Netflix internationally. I can't say. And Peter doesn't have it. And not on Sky either. Joseph is Trek 95. What drives people to snarky comments if somebody says hi to somebody else? That's strange to me. That's weird. Sci-Fi Ninja Peter Quinn, it's not right. Yeah, US Netflix. Continuum Tracks is, what's this treasonous activity? Star Wars. Yeah, I know. And Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat. Would you sing happy birthday to Erica? Well, of course I'd sing happy birthday to Erica. It's not something I would normally do on a Star Wars or a Star Trek Saturday, but for Erica, yes, why not? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erica. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a bad singer. I'm a bad singer, but it had heart. Happy birthday, Erica. Truly. I wish you a great day and a great year to come. Yes, J-Boy, this is the 2.7 version that I will be watching. Although, just to be clear, I can't stream the 2.7 version. So, if you don't have your own copy, I'm only going to be showing screenshots every 5 seconds of the video. This is not a separate, this is not a substitution for having your own copy. YouTube would strike me down if I was try to show the full video. So it's going to be, this is really for other people who have the video. We watch it together and comment more than watching it, not a replacement for Disney Plus. Joseph just typed decentralized and it came up immediately. Track 95 agrees with Joseph. And Tubian says, I like science. Joseph says, the power of math, people. Oh, the power of meth. Even better. At least that's what I think Tilly said, says Joseph. That's what Captain Killy said. Richie Pools is the pre-special edition, doesn't mean original 1977 release. That's true. And Peter Quinn says, nope, just Rogue One and Solo. Joseph says, Stand By Me is a movie based on Stephen King story called The Body. I mean, I think I've seen Stand By Me. Although maybe not that one. Peter Quinn's Stand By Me is a journey to see a dead body, Bird of Prey. I guess I must have seen that one too. But I've seen the one that was about the school. And J-Boy says, hello, 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 hello. And Mr. Miles, welcome Mr. Miles, says first and confirms I am indeed a very bad singer. Peter Quinn says, so the mouse is foaling Kenobi, the hobo years. Shrum was his Bird of Prey. Obi-Wan may have said that Mos Eisley was the wretched hive of scum and villainy, but I'll bet he added, at least he's not Turtistan. Vile Turtistani defiled the true edit. Wow. Tubian says, Joseph, why? And J-Boy says, darn it, that's fine. I'm sorry. And yes, stand by for a great movie. So, okay. So, guys, we're going to get ready to play. So, hopefully you have yours set up. Again, I am paused 25 seconds into the movie. And that's where we are. Now, you're not going to have sound. And you're going to have a screenshot every 5 seconds or so. So that's where we are. Hopefully you got your own Star Wars copy to watch. And also, once we start playing, if you want me to read your comment, please put in @BirdoPray5 or Super Chat. But @BirdoPray5, this way it gets highlighted and I can see it. And yes, that's the letter O, not the number 0 in the center of my name. Okay, guys, so we're going to get ready in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play, guys. Hit play now. Okay. Star Wars! Yay, it's Star Wars. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Oh boy. It's a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. Ooh. During the battle, rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, an armored space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Imagine the people in 1977 reading this for the very first time. Pursued by the Empire's sinister agents, Princess Leia races home aboard her starship, custodian of the stolen plans that can save her people to restore freedom to the galaxy. ... Because there's 4 dots in Star Wars. Ellipses in Star Wars have 4 dots. I never knew that today. Till today. Apparently it was a battle win for the rebels, Josh Treat. Yes. So it's no Bird Zero Opry. No, it's not Bird Zero Opry. It's Bird Opry. Okay, and now we've got planets. Yeah, we got this first space battle. Yes, and it's a Star Destroyer chasing a spaceship. Man, look at that thing. It'd be so awesome to see in a big theater. And honestly, it looks like a battleship in space. Oh, and R2 and C3PO. But we don't know their names yet. And that poor droid behind them, who I guess just gets destroyed. They shut down the main reactor. It's madness. You haven't seen nothing yet, C3PO. Oh, that other droid took a wrong turn. And that was D3PO. There'll be no escape for the princess this time. Uh-oh. Noise from the ceiling. Noise from the ceiling's not good. Josh Street calls it a tactical win for the Empire since the Rebel fleet was all but destroyed. So, these guys all got their guns aimed because clearly they're going to come right through that door and you can just shoot them. Now, we knew they weren't going to explode. And here comes... might be the only stormtroopers in history to actually hit a target. There was it. That was it. That was the last time a stormtrooper kills anybody. Man, they don't even run around the bodies that easily, do they? Yeah, so just walk past. Walk past. They're not aiming at droids. And here we have it. It's the first appearance of Darth Vader, who I called Dark Vader for the first 14 years of my life. Dark Vader. It just made sense. He was black. Peter Quinn says R2-D2, the sweetest person in Star Wars, bird of prey. All of his words are bleeped out. Oh, sweariest person in Star Wars. That makes more sense. Josh Reed says, bird of prey, those aren't stormtroopers. They're very old clones of Mr. Miles. Could be. They're headed in your direction. They were all around you. You're going to be sent to the space mines of Kessel. R2 can't mine anything. Oh, there's the princess. Oh, they're taking prisoners. The droids would be taking prisoners too. They could be everywhere. They probably uploaded them to BitTorrent. That's true. Where is the ambassador? Why didn't he just force choke him? He wants the passengers alive. How convenient for the passengers. They didn't seem to care about the shooting before. Listen, look at this. From the moment we see Leia, she's badass. She's got a gun. And they set it to stun. I wonder where they got that idea from. No. Nope. R2 is on a secret mission. You sure are, C3PO. Going to regret it. John Street says... Oh. Don't fire. There's no life forms. It must have short-circuited. Wow. But in all truth, you shouldn't have fired because Darth Vader wanted them alive. What if Princess Leia was in that? then he would have killed her. He would not have been happy. John Street says, Bird of Prey, did R2 asking C-3PO to hold his good Canadian cigarettes? The Imperial Senate? That's like a bad word and a good word. He wants to know what happened to the plans. She's a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission. He says, you're part of the Rebel Alliance. Take her away. Holding her is dangerous. He's saying, shut up. She'll die before she tells. Darth Vader says, leave it to me. The escape plans must be in the escape pod, because they clearly couldn't be hidden somewhere on the ship. It's not like they could have possibly searched the entire ship. And how does R2-D2 roll over sand so easily? It just doesn't make any sense. He doesn't have the ground clearance to make it up hills. It's not physically possible. It's an engineering problem. Shromore says, Bird of Prey, have you or anyone else here seen the Star Wars Full Metal Jacket mashup of this scene with Gunnery Sergeant Hartman providing Vader's voice? I have not, but I will have to look that up. Remind us towards the end of the stream. J-Boy says, Bird of Prey, whenever I watch the special editions, I don't really feel like I'm watching a movie from when it was made. This, on the other hand, feels like something from 1977. Exactly. Exactly. And to be frank, the Blu-ray of A New Hope, while it's crisp and clear, it just doesn't feel right because it's not a modern movie. But this feels right. Even though it's not the cleanest, it's not the clearest cut. It just feels right. Joseph says R2 can fly. Haven't you seen the prequels? Joseph, I haven't seen the prequels in a long time. Like, since they first came out on, DVD or whatever it was. I probably watched them a couple of times, and then that was it. I'd venture to say it's been at least 10 years, if not more, since I've seen the prequels. So there's a big skeleton. A transport! I'm saved! Yes, keep yelling. Tubian says, Bird of Prey, have you heard of the Kabuki theater version of Star Wars on YouTube? I have not, Tubian. What's it about? Peter Quinn says, man, the Phantom Menace has the best lightsaber fight. I've heard. Oh, and now we have R2. And again, R2 should not be able to roll over all those rocks. It just doesn't make sense. Take care, Sissel Prey. Sassy saying goodbye to Sissel Prey. Oh man, whoever thought that little furry thing would have had a zap gun. Oh, and he falls over. Aw. Yeah, come out, everybody. I caught a droid. We're going to eat good tonight. Daddy, can I have the wishbone? Yes. Like, I call the head. Now, bring this home so Mom can cook it up. Howdy, Captain. Qapla. That is one ugly-looking transport. And down comes the... Oh, they've sucked him up. Down comes the vacuum. That would make a great geloja machine. Oh, that's a mean-looking droid. Well, R2 wakes up. Josh reaches his bird of prey, the one walking with Han, or just in Return of the Jedi holding Leia close to him. Ha ha ha. Jawa shot back, says T-Berg. Exactly. There are so many droids. R2, how do all these droids make it to the middle of the desert? No, don't stick your lightsaber in the Jawa shop vac. And it's morning. Someone was in the pod, but it takes another minute for someone smarter to realize it wasn't a person, it was droids. Look, sir, droids. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I mean, I didn't hate uh, Rise of Skywalker, but I thought C-3PO's best movie was Rise of Skywalker. Like, I could honestly do without C-3PO in this movie. But in Rise of Skywalker, he was probably the best part of Rise of Skywalker. Maybe that's just because Rise of Skywalker was so bad, none of the people had decent parts. But I could see this movie without C-3PO. I can't see Rise of Skywalker without C-3PO. So we're really supposed to believe what they're using droids as slave labor? And what? C-3PO is just the supervising droid? Oh, these are probably minor characters. We'll never see this guy again. Look at that. He's going to talk to his mom. Or his aunt. He needs to speak Baji. These are really like the Ferengi of the Star Wars world. Trying to sell everything. Etiquette and protocol. The binary language. This is in no way like a slave auction. Ah. No, I don't want the red one. You're picking the wrong droid, Luke. No! No! Oh. He shut off R2. C-3PO doesn't give a shit. C-3PO didn't give a shit. He's like, I got a good whatever. Well, isn't it good now, C-3PO, that you actually step up and say something? Oh, it's all black because it faded to black. Oh, the oil bath is going to feel so good. Oh, it isn't fair. Poor Luke. Maybe you should jump in the oil bath with him, Luke. J-Boy says, Bird of Prey, I hate how George just puts this CGI rock in R2. Like, what's the point? In the next shot, the CGI rock is gone. Why is that necessary? Yosef put up some fast ways to get this. Very cool, Yosef. John Street says, Bird of Prey, the Jawas have a 5-finger discount from all moisture farms. We knew some people in Brooklyn who would just drive around selling shopping carts to different supermarkets. And where did they get them from? They got them from the supermarkets. Sharon Wars says, Bird of Prey 5. I'll put the link to the Star Wars Full Metal Jacket video at the end of the stream. Full Metal Hope. Just a warning, it uses spicier comments. Well, I would be disappointed if it didn't, Sharon Moore. Thank you. J-Boy says, Bird of Prey, I wish this was in Kingdom Hearts 3. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Luke. You know Luke's a little excited to see her, if you know what I mean. Old Data. She's beautiful. Yeah. It's not going to be your week, Luke. A person of some importance. He's the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi. What a coincidence. Old Ben Kenobi. Ben lives out by the Dune Sea. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, didn't know Beru was Luke's mother and where is Luke from Game of Thrones, Westeros? Shromore, I just made a mistake, Josh Street. Shromore says C-3PO didn't care because all the abusive language R2-D2 used. He was finally free. Captain Rednex's Bird of Prey, have you seen Black C-3PO? It's hilarious. No, I haven't watched a lot of Star Wars parodies. John Streets' Bird of Prey, Luke liking Leia, proof he is a Valerian from Game of Thrones. And J-Boy's Bird of Prey, do you ever wonder what R2 actually says in the movies? You know what? I honestly don't. I've never really cared. I heard that they wrote lines for him, but, nobody ever says it. The truth is, I'm really not the biggest Star Wars fan. I mean, sure, I love these three movies, the original trilogy. They were great movies. But beyond that, I never really cared much about Star Wars. No, he knows nothing. Wizard. Have its memory erased. Well, how does he know that this guy's out there if he died at the same time of his father? To the academy? How do you harvest water? Oh, poor Luke. You're not going to be alive next year. There's too much of his father in him. That's what he's afraid of. Good night, Peter. Luke is about to embark on a conspiracy to hide the truth. He really is Ben Solo's father. Welcome, Alexander Brooks. Spoilers, says Joseph. Oh, did I give out spoilers? Jesus. Uh-oh. He had a remote control to zap him. No, R2 left. Luke's got to go after him. You should just let him. So now he's saying that the R2 unit's always been a problem, when earlier in the day he said that he was in primo shape, he was a great bargain. Why do we need power? It's only night. You seem like a liar, C-3PO. Maybe you need to get reprogrammed. Stop lying. John Streets' Bird of Prey, why are you always a greedy mobster in every movie or TC series you are in? What's a TC series? Yes. Oh, he left early. Does he really need C-3PO to hit the accelerator? That's a terrible design. J-Boy says, Bird of Prey, I love how Harmy made the color palette look like it was from a 35mm print. It's true, yeah. I read about the 4K 77 project, the 4K 80 and the 4K 82, 83 project, where they are getting the original movies in 4K from an original 35mm print that collectors had. They had bought copies of the films that were sent to different movie theaters. Not all of them got returned. Some got sold to collectors. And now they're using those to make a perfect 4K version of the movies. Now, they have them. They're out. They're done completely with episode 4 and episode 6. Episode 5 is taking longer. They're not done with 5 yet. But if I tried to download them, they're like 80 gigabytes. It's like crazy. It's like perfect 4K resolution. I don't have 80 gig. I mean, I do, but I don't want to waste almost 300 gigabytes on 3 movies I already have copies of. Plus, I really don't have a 4K TV, so there's no point in having a 4K version of it. But they are out there if anybody's interested. They're even better than the Despecialized edition. Oh, TV. TC is TV with a typo. I got you. So why do I play a greedy mobster in every movie or TV series I'm in? It's just I've been typecast. Oh, he stunned him. How do you know he's had a busy day? This droid brings me out. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not a name he's heard in a long time. He's not dead, not yet. He's me. See, Luke could have just said he was Obi-Wan Kenobi, and R2 would have given him the full message. I love it, J-Boy. I love it. I really do. It's keeping my interest much better than my Blu-ray copy or whatever I've got. Yeah, we'll leave you behind, C-3PO. It is for the best. Oh, come on, R2. John Street says, but R2, E2 remembers what Obi-Wan looks like, so that wouldn't have worked. R2, but he just said he didn't know what Obi. He didn't realize that was Obi-Wan until he said he was Obi-Wan. He fought in the Clone Wars. Dad was the best star pilot in the galaxy and a cunning warrior. I have something for you. It's been sitting here in case you ever come by. No, we don't need you, C-3PO. We never do. An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Over 1,000 generations, Jedi Knights. Before the Empire. Oh, Darth Vader. Betrayed and murdered his father. The Jedi are all but extinct. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. Force is what gives the Jedi his power. Energy field created by all living things. Surrounds us, penetrates us, binds the galaxy together. Oh yeah, that's right. R2 had a big long message for you. Maybe we should watch it. Oh, he found it. Wow. And no, I don't look like I did 15 or 16 years ago. No. Obi-Wan needs Luke's help. She needs his help too. I got work to do. Learn about the Force. Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey. The Frank and Freddy lookalikes are coming up right before Freddy loses an arm. J-Boy can't wait to get these Harmy edits on Blu-ray for his birthday. Oh, very cool. They're not a threat to this battle station. The Emperor has dissolved the council permanently. Regional governors now have direct control over their territories. Fear will keep the systems in line. It is possible, however unlikely, they might find a weakness. I don't think Darth Vader understands how digital copies work. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it. Darth Vader says, don't be proud. The ability to destroy planets is insignificant next to the power of the Force. Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's way, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to this ancient religion. Wow. Wow, it's like he's never seen somebody force choke before. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Vader, release him, as you wish. Shromor says these guys are real amateurs, bird of prey. Thank God for the Emperor Kuroga would not leave such inefficiency to pass unpunished. Sand people always ride single file to hide their numbers. So there's somebody on a bicycle stopped in front of my neighbor's house that's making sassy bark. Oh no, they're headed back home. Shrummore says these guys are real. I read that. Sci-Fi Nation says the missus says Qapla, Qapla, Mrs. Sci-Fi Nation, Qapla. Well, the farm's destroyed. Your aunt and uncle are dead. Guess you've got nothing to live here for anymore. Maybe Obi-Wan did this while you were away. Maybe Obi-Wan paid somebody to do this. Now you have to help Obi-Wan. See, this is what happens when you become a conspiracy theorist and you see conspiracies behind everything. Who did this benefit the most? Obi-Wan. It was a false flag. Obi-Wan false flagged. Yes, tell the location of the hidden rebel base. Ah, yes, it's a torture drone. Oh, it's got a needle on it. Aw, poor Carrie Fisher. Poor Carrie Fisher. I think that needle, a little too real. Little too real. Nothing he could have done, even if you'd been here. He would have been killed too, and the droids would have been in the hand of the Empire. Yeah, now you're gonna come to Alderaan, and he's gonna learn the ways of the Force. Become a Jedi like his father. Yes, that's exactly how I planned it would go, Luke. Let's park on a cliff. Never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Must be cautious. Poor R2. He has to travel laying down. Like me. And some stormtroopers. You don't need to see his identification. We don't need to see his identification. These aren't the droids we're looking for. Move along. Go about your business. Come on. Shrone Moore says, come on, fellow nerds. 27 watching and only 26 likes. Come on, fellow nerds, and hit a like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the bell icon for your Bird of Prey videos. Thank you, Shrone Moore. John Street says, Bird of Prey, Darth Jaloja, Bird of Prey, Date Ra, had fun with his own daughter. What? I'm trying to get the location of the rebel base. Wow. Luke says he's ready for anything. Ah, yes. No matter how different aliens look, they all want drinks. Chewie! It's our first look at Chewie. And we all know what Chewbacca's home life was like. Because we don't like those kind. No droids. They gotta wait outside. Yeah, so Chewbacca's home life gets fully explored in the Star Wars Christmas special. It's amazing how much it resembles a modern, 1970s, 1980 Earth family. Man, that's an ugly alien. He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. Ah, and he pulls out the old... Aw, and then loses the arm as he... Jeez, and everybody goes back to drinking. How often do they see lightsabers that they don't seem to care? Chewbacca. Our first time we get his name, Chewbacca. More aliens playing music. Josh Street says the Frank and Freddy scene is coming up. Shromore says, Bird of Prey, just thank whatever god or gods you believe in. Jar Jar Binks was not pole dancing when they entered the club. If you ever heard of the Millennium Falcon, it's the ship that made the Kessel Run 12 parsecs. Yeah, it runs Imperial starships. That wasn't Frank and Freddy, Josh Street. Sci-Fi's Bird of Prey, Anti-Trigger's being sneaky. He just logged into Space Engineers. That son of a bitch. Now, avoiding Imperial entanglements. 2,000 now. Plus 15. 17,000. Huh. But only 2,000 now. Oh, he took it. He took the deal. Yeah, thank you for pointing them out. You'll have to sell your speeder. Maybe sell those drones. Greedo! Too late. You should have paid him when you had the chance. Jabba put a price in her head. Now everybody can read that. This time I got the money. Who shoots first? Who shoots first? McClunky! Wow. McClunky! Okay, yes, Han shoots first. There was no McClunky, I added it in. Let's blow up Alderaan. Locking the door. Sure, if the door is locked, then we just move on. That is standard search procedure. Yep. Door is locked, move on to the next one. Must be nobody here. No wonder why the Empire is completely incompetent. You watch your language. And you're right. He does swear all the time. John Street says anti-tracker is destroying the Krogan Space Force. Yeah. John Street says, Bird of Prey, how can you put a price on Han's head and not anti-tracker's head? You evil Tatooine mobster. Sci-Fi Bird of Prey, how do you make a run in less than a parsec given that distance is relative regardless of speed? I like science. And this big-nosed loser he's giving away all their secrets. John Iraqi, thank you with the $1 super chat. What a piece of junk. Oh, 0.5 past light speed. He's made a lot of special modifications. You forgot to take payment, Han. You didn't say nothing about 2 droids. Could take weeks, sir. Strom versus Bird of Prey 5. We all know Solo doesn't fight fair. He shot that guy with a sword in Egypt. He tried to frame a one-armed man. He destroyed an ancient tube in Venice. Need I say more? That's right. That's right. And Vile Mike says, this is the Cop Star Wars parody. Very cool. Thank you for the link. Richie pulls his hyperdrive shortens the distance between 2 points, so the parsec reference is valid. I don't know that's valid. I mean, I like it. I think it's fine, but I think you just have to assume that Obi-Wan was not impressed with it. But what other choice did he have? Yeah. Well, he knows a few maneuvers. Without precise calculations, you can go right through a star or too close to a supernova. It would end your trip real quick. Yeah, you cannot, no matter what you do, you cannot fly without coordinates until the last movie. Then you can do whatever you want. It's kind of like they say, when you have a trilogy, the first movie sets the rules, the second movie bends the rules, and the third movie breaks all the rules. You sign the order to terminate her life. Aw, it's her planet. Oh, how convenient. Alderaan's peaceful, you have no weapons. You had plenty of weapons a few minutes ago, princess. Name the system. Where's the rebel base? It's okay. She will trade an entire planet for it. Dantooine. Dantooine. Aw, you're too trusting. Dantooine is far too remote to make an effective demonstration. Take care, Vile, again. You felt a great disturbance in the force. As if millions of voices cried out in terror. Son of a bitch, did I miss Alderaan getting destroyed? I just turned to look at the comments for a minute. God damn it. Maybe they'll blow up another planet. I can confirm the location of Alderaan, but I cannot confirm the existence of Alderaan. Oh, wrong movie. Wow, look at these special effects. Look at these special effects. It's not wise to upset a Wookiee. Joseph says something terrible has happened. Bird sung. Wow, that's a great disturbance in the force. So Han says a good blaster's better. Never see anything that'll make him believe there's one controlling force. No mystical energy field controls his destiny. Simple tricks and nonsense. Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. Showmore says if that was the Force reaction to planet being destroyed, how bad would the Force react to STD? It would have been devastating. Probably all Force users would be dead. Sci-fi says at least Bird of Prey sings better than Lore. And John Street says Bird of Prey, can you spot the shoe? Can you spot the shoe asteroid here soon? I will look. Honestly, I don't know where the shoe asteroid comes in. Oh, Tatooine was a abandoned rebel base. Terminate her immediately. Well, surely that order will be followed. Been totally blown away. And Sires, what? Starfleet couldn't destroy the whole planet. It's headed for that small moon. That's not a moon. There's no moon. It's a space station. It's too big to be a space station. I have a very bad feeling about this. Full reverse. Tractor beam pulling them in. I'm not going to get them without a fight. Fight, Han. Fight to the very last one. Da, 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 da. Sci-fi, Bird of Prey, Starfleet could destroy planets back in TOS days easily. But Star Wars needs an artificial moon to destroy them. Debate solved. Track decimates the Imperial fleet without blinking. There really was never a debate, in my opinion. Wow. Like, that's like a Roomba. She may yet be of use. Don't kill the princess. And they're checking every part of the ship. He senses something. How'd they get off the ship? Oh, it's lucky they had these compartments. It's a good thing they don't have energy scanners. Oh, wait, they do. Show Morse's Bird of Prey, the Empire searches the ship about as well as the Romans search the house and life of Brian. And Showmore says, if I sense something is unusual, if I sense something, it's usually dog farts. Wow, yeah, I understand. He's not at his post. Oh, his head got a bad transmitter. Sure, that's it. Get him, Chewie. Just eat him. I'm muting the mic this time. Don't worry. But I'm still listening. Be back in a minute or two. How come Obi-Wan didn't force detect that Leia was aboard? She's rich. Terminate yourselves. Roomba coming through. Yeah. We'll wash this floor later. It's a good thing everybody minds their business on the Death Star. Yeah, you better wait for the next one. Wookiee farts. Uh-oh. Where are you taking this thing? Man, it's the most action in the entire movie. They've got such perfect aim. He's really sending him to go get the princess? Okay, that was funny. Hey, maybe you could wake up, princess. We're here to rescue you. Wow, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? Obi-Wan. A tremor in the Force. Why must you face them alone? I mean, what would be so wrong with having 100 stormtroopers surrounding just in case? If you just kept shooting at the hole, none of them would get through. Anyone who wants to say Leia wasn't every bit an action hero as the rest of these guys is clearly just never seen the movie. In fact, she was clearly more badass than Luke at the beginning, and Han. She was the most badass of them all. Isn't that convenient? Magnetically sealed. Could be worse. There could be some creature below us, or the walls could be closing in. Man, that's an ugly looking thing. That scared me as a kid. He's gone, Han. Stop looking. Oh well. Oh man, that's gonna be filthy garbage water. Where'd Luke go? Oh well, Luke's dead. Oh, he's good. I've got a bad feeling about this. Sci-Fi Nation's Bird of Prey, Leia was more badass than these woke women are now. It ain't even funny. Yeah, absolutely. Take care, Shronmore. Or is Track 95. One of you guys is leaving. Or maybe both. Oh, Shronmore says I will post near the end if I get back in time. Take care, Shronmore. I have to leave for a while. Here's the link to Full Metal Hope, Star Wars Full Metal Jacket. Thank you. The droid. They're madmen. They're headed for the prison. If you hurry, you might catch them. Yeah, you can always trust droids. You know, that might have worked had you put it straight. Yeah, but you didn't. Get on top. Ah, he forgot he turned it off. Maybe you're not on the garbage level anymore. You kind of jumped down. Maybe you're a level below the garbage level, the detention level. Maybe retract them. Oh, Obi-Wan walking around. Pimp. Nobody's stopping him. Oh, I'll just go to this hallway that leads to the middle of nowhere. Oh, walking carpet, Leia. Why? Why? That new BT-16. Quite a thing to see. Okay, so C-3PO should open the shields and decompress the airlock, suck all those people out into space, and then they can go down and take the ship. It's okay, Sassy. Who is it? You should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque. There's no lock. Yeah, if I just shoot it. Dr. Alex, welcome. I would have suggested Team Negative's 1 Star Wars remastered from the original 35 film reels. I think those were ones I was looking at, but they were like 90 gigabytes. 90 gigabytes? I have the entirety of The Simpsons in less than 90 gigabytes. Ah, she kissed him. So wait, he just had a grappling hook on his belt? That's just standard Moisture Farm stuff? Sci-Fi Nation, we've had this discussion. It's blown into space, not sucked into. Those are very unfortunate door shapes. Very impractical. Yes, it was Sassy. Sassy was barking at somebody walking past the house. We have the windows open today because it's beautiful out. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to do a chair life. Tomorrow's supposed to be 62 degrees. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. You're only a master of evil, Darth. Your powers are weak, old man. If you strike me down, I shall be more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Yet I will never do anything to show it. Yosef says so 16.6 degrees Celsius for the civilized part of the world, Bird of Prey. Right, for the part of the world that hasn't been to the moon. 16.6 Celsius. Actor says my internet connection is acting up again. Son of a bitch, son of a bitch, son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Actor. Sci-Fi's is track 95. I don't like to speculate on Bird of Prey, all-time favorite idols' private lives. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. Dan23, hello, Qapla. And here's when Ben Kenobi chooses to let himself get killed. No! That wasn't the smartest move, was it, Ben? And like Darth Vader's like, what the hell just happened? Where'd he go? Blast the door, kid! Why didn't Darth Vader just stick his lightsaber through the door? Prevent it from closing. That's in no way the reverse of what we just saw. Aww. Dr. Alex's Bird of Prey, the 4K ones are, but the 1080p ones are smaller. I can send you a link to my copy and just, oh, thank you, Dr. Alex, but to be honest, these are plenty good. It's not that it's like Star Trek 6 that I need to have 16 copies of the same movie. This is perfectly fine for my taste. I understand there are different ones out there, but this is good for me. Thank you. No, that's futuristic. That's futuristic. And I did appreciate I'll be honest, there's one thing I did appreciate on Rise of Skywalker, that it was the same graphics used when fighting from the Millennium Falcon. They didn't update it like Star Trek Discovery to modern hologram shit. It was made in the 70s, and it still looked 70s futuristic. Sci-Fi says the Empire didn't do research on automatic door sensor tech. I suppose not. And Joseph says, Dr. Alex, this is not a criticism. No, I'm in the middle of part 2. I listened to it in bed last night and fell asleep. Not a criticism. I was tired. Oh, yes, the anti-tracker super chat. That was, yes. Don't get cocky. Oh, shit. We did it. Oh, she's hugging. She's hugging Chewie. Resolute is surprised the Disney Plus version is so good. Very cool. The homing beacon is secure aboard the ship. They let us go. It's an easy explanation. They're tracking us. Sure, just tell everybody what he's carrying. I ain't in it for your revolution. I'm not in it for you, princess. I would expect to be well paid. I'm in it for the money. If money's all that you love, that's what you'll receive. Sounds good. Shromore says, I'm back. Bird of prey, how come no one ever comments about Leia, privileged white woman, racially and socially abusing a Wookiee of color by calling him a walking carpet? I agree. Dr. Alex's Bird of Prey, check Discord to download my 1080p copy. Thank you, Doctor. I'll check Discord when the movie's over. I've got some other things I need to go in Discord too. But obviously I can't open it right now, since I have only one screen. It's already got covered with 2 different windows, the video editor and a YouTube window. It's pretty well packed in there. It's our only hope. Oh, it seems somebody left a giant tunnel that goes right to the main reactor. Sci-Fi Nation quoted me, it's pretty well packed in there. Half of Starfleet. Has CBS heard this? Maybe they should sue. Because they're not. Princess Leia. Why are you required to maneuver down the trench? That makes no sense. Why not just go directly at it and shoot straight down it? It doesn't make any sense that you have to go down a trench. Who invited this kid? Why are you saying may the force be with you? You're not a force user. Are you? Orbiting the planet at maximum velocity. What does that mean? You can't be in orbit at maximum velocity. If you're in orbit, there's only one speed for your altitude. Schromore's Bird of Prey was in the script, otherwise they would have done the sensible thing. Wow. Sci-Fi Nation says, to avoid the anti-spacecraft laser turrets. Sci-fi, I mean, forgive my... It's been a while since I've seen this, but I'm pretty sure they're under attack from those laser turrets even inside the trench. Ms. Lindell's Bird of Prey, bear in mind the idea of flying down the trench was based on the movie Dam Busters. Oh, I get it, and it was also incorporated into Independence Day when they fly down the canyon and lots of movies. But why? That's the second kiss you got from her, Luke. But who's counting? Oh, and they just happened to put R2 units into the back of these things. That is an incredibly awkward position to be driving in. Do you see that guy at the who's driving that thing? I thought I was seeing things when they first dropped those people off. Why would anybody design that? The person who designed that is like an evil son of a bitch. He's like, I hate people. I'm gonna make people drive hunched over, backwards, with their eyes facing down, and their head pointed forward. In case they hit anything, it goes right into their head. Luke, the Force will be with you. Kurogan Designers. Bullshit, Kurogan Designers. That's Turdistani design. Death Star approaching. So they had the computer already to know what the Death Star was? Programmed it to say Death Star approaching? Red 5? Too bad he wasn't a bird of prey. Deflectors on double front. Was that lightning? Lightning in space? They're so small, they're evading our turbo lasers. Right. Who could have foreseen something like this? You've lost sound? Oh, Dan 23, sometimes they just don't say anything for a minute or two as I'm watching the movie. Oh, I knew he'd be the first to die. Luke, trust your feelings. Enemy fighters? We didn't train on these. No shit, you can't see it. It's behind you. You don't have a camera on the back? A minivan from 2005 has a camera on the back. You don't have a camera on the back of your X-Wing? That sounds like a design flaw. Andreas T. Qapla says, Dear Bop. No Dear Bop on this stream, Andreas, but Qapla, welcome. Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey, it's funny how it's shot to look like a bunch of buildings in a city. Why not just make the surface smooth? Joseph says, Andreas sounds German. Guten Tag, Andreas. Actress says, because smooth is boring and you'd lose speed. Yeah. You'd lose speed and sense of perspective, I think. By the way, I've decided I'm going to start a new internet conspiracy. Now, I think I'm the first one to think of this, but as often happens when I think I'm the first one to think of something, and I Google it, I find that hundreds, if not thousands of people have thought of it already. But instead of flat Earth, I hereby bring up that the Death Star was flat all along. Flat Death Star theory. I can prove it. The Death Star was never a sphere. It was always just flat and round. And this is all a conspiracy by George Lucas and the Empire to make us think we're dealing with a giant sphere. But it's actually flat. Look at that. I don't see anything round. It's flat to me. Yeah, the Death Star is flat. Yes, the Death Pancake. Listen, look, there's perfectly flat. That little bit of a bend, that's the fisheye effect from the lens. No, Joseph, the curvature is because of the lens of the camera. It's fisheye. Evacuate. Sci-Fi Nation says, I can prove it was never round, just flat and round. DeAndre says, Star Trek get the Xindi weapon. The Xindi weapon was flat too. Shromos says, Bird of Prey, it was a conspiracy by the model builders to charge over. Yes! It was a conspiracy by the model builders and Lego to charge us for more Lego that was unnecessary. Almost there. Why not turn around and fly into one or two? No, you didn't do anything. I hate it when that happens. Joseph says fishes cannot survive in the vacuum of space. Absolutely. Track 95, you sent me a link on Discord. Thank you, Trek. I'll check it out when the movie's over. Ah! He crashed onto a flat surface of the Death Star. 1 minute in closing. Joseph says the Lego Death Star costs €500. Sci-Fi says space, the final Geologia machine. These are the excrements of Bird of Prey 5. It looks like they're being shot at the cannon. So I thought you weren't supposed to be shot by the tower if you're in the trench. Fighters coming in 0.3. What the hell does 0.3 mean? He could have kamikazed himself into Darth Vader. Again, should have just got in front of Darth Vader and hit the brakes. Use the Force, Luke. There it is. Use the Force, Luke. Let go. I don't need this to help aim. Oh no, he shot R2. Well, had you commenced primary ignition 5 minutes ago, it would have been ready to fire as soon as you cleared the moon. Why did you wait to clear the moon to engage primary ignition? I mean, it makes no sense. Oh, there's Han Solo. He came back after all. And there they're going. They're igniting the laser. And it just blows up. Millions dead. Maybe hundreds of thousands. Millions to hundreds of thousands dead. It's 1 in a million. Just like the Holdo maneuver. It was 1 in a million. Yay, everybody loves Luke. We don't care about all those people who died. We're not sad for all the dead. We're all here to hug and cheer for Luke Skywalker. And, to a lesser extent, Han. Oh no, R2. Sci-fi says, better pray they should have used the Death Star on the moon first. Then, yeah, that's true. Just clear the moon and then you could have shot at the planet. But still, they could have just got it primed and ready to go. And ready to shoot as soon as they cleared the planet. And here we go. The big heroes moment. Surely they're all going to get a medal for saving her and protecting the entire planet by destroying the Death Star, of which there will never ever be an equal threat again. Clearly the Death Star was the worst thing the galaxy will ever see. There's a medal for Han. And a wink. He gives a wink to the princess. He's like, I got a present for you, too. And there's a medal for Luke. And surely there's going to be a medal for Chewbacca. Droids don't get medals, R2. We just laugh at them. He thinks he's people. He thinks he's people. Ah ha ha. Let's all laugh at R2. Chewbacca, where's your medal? They could have just give you a medal to hang around your neck. I know Carrie Fisher couldn't reach him to give him the medal, even though they're literally on stairs. And he could have stood down 3 stairs and leaned in, but apparently he can't lean in too much with the suit. They could have just put the medal on him for when he turned around and he had a medal. But no, they didn't care. They did not care. For that terrible violation, I'm rating Star Wars 2 stars out of 10. This series has nowhere to go. This fad is over, and no one will ever hear of George Lucas. And I'm sure that by 1980, when we're living on the moon, no one will give a shit about this Star Wars movie, so-called Star Wars movie. Man's future is bright in space. We'll be in Mars in 5 years, and back on the moon any day now. Long live America, 1977. Never had better years than under current President Carter. Sci-Fi Nation's bird of prey. If someone hunts Wookiee, are they carpetbagger? Wow. They might be. They might be. And you know what they are if they dare to eat a Wookiee. I don't have to say it. I do not have to say it. Disco will never die, says Kennewick. Absolutely. We'll be discoing on the moon in just a few years. What's on TV in 1977? Happy Days? Has Happy Days jumped the shark yet? Yosef says Showmore, it's a bit too dangerous to play the soundtrack on the stream. Yeah. If I wish I could. I wish I could play the soundtrack, but no, the soundtrack would get me a strike before the video would. But Anti-Tracker could play it on one of his subscriber-only streams when he does it on Vimeo. Three's Company debuted in 1977. Come a knock on our door. Three's Company to... Yeah. Okay, so I forgot the middle, but it's been a while. And Chips was 1977. Nice. Vile Mike says, damn it, I come back, the movie's over, I want my money back. Well, you shouldn't have left. Dan23 says, I have the new Anthony Daniels I Am C-3PO biography. It has some pictures. Cool. So, there we go. Original Star Wars, though Despecialized edition. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a picture with the princess. There we go. Chewie and Han. That's fine. They're as much Star Wars as anyone else. Sci-Fi Nations and Bird of Prey. Star Trek Phase 2 was supposed to debut in 1977. Then Star Wars came out. Then we got TMP. Well, you know what? It's fine. Because without TMP, we wouldn't have gotten Wrath of Khan. And without Wrath of Khan, we probably wouldn't have gotten all the rest. Chewbacca. That's not how you say it. That's not how you say it. But guys, thank you so much for watching Star Wars with me. Next week, around this time, we'll be watching The Empire Strikes Back. Which, granted, I haven't seen it in many, many years. Not that I've seen this one in many, many years either. But I remember Empire Strikes Back as being my favorite of the three. We'll see if it still is. But this was good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to head out now. So, Qapla all. Thank you so much. And yeah, no spoilers for Empire. I will do my best. Sci-Fi Nations, Bird of Prey, great stream as always, bud. Live long and alpaca. Vile Mike says, let me find one with the princess. Chewie and Han. Well, you know, I mean, I could have spent all day clicking around trying to find a screenshot with Princess Leia and where we just get Han. I mean, she really... Nah, that's not a good one. That's not a good one. Where's a good one with the princess? Maybe at the very beginning? When she's being taken for... There she is. Barely. There, okay. There you go. There you go. Although, I'll be honest, she looks a little pissed off right there. Dan23 says, I've seen that 70s show episode about Star Wars. Yeah, that 70s show was good stuff. Josh reads his Bird of Prey. Let's watch the better movie. Kuroga gets Frank and Freddy in the back door. No, that's not a real movie. Yeah, good night. Qapla. Take care. Frank and Freddy back door. Bullshit. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.